the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing to start this game. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. Well, the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
This offense already playing from behind as they come up on this one, Brock. Second and long. Another try following the sack. It gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and long from here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover on the first series of this game. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3 now, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
A lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who are in postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And they take him down right along the 30. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Chubb takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, what came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Pressure comes, Stroud. They set up the screen here for Marks. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Stroud now on 4th down. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
First and 10, Darnold. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broad pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. A throw right side, finds Cup. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Walker trying to run for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This is Walker on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Darnold. Man in the hands of his running back, Walker. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That was a situation where we got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. So they're without Walker after the injury. And taking his place in the backfield is Zach Charbonnet. And again, it's Darnold. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here. Second and 10. Again, it's Chubb. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Texans 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down, Stroud. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. 1st down, Texans.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the gun, Marks gets it. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time, and he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a second quarter lead. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred in this range. Bring the outlaw that'll never get tamed.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Gets forward to around the 29. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 29. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. First down, ball at the 36. To throw, here's Darnold. It's a screen pass, Charbonnet. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Finds the in route complete. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the in route. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
At the 6-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. from the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Now a gift to Charbonnet, coming right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Enough to Chubb to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. They'll stick with the ground game here. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zoned. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And they could take control of the second half early, Bronc, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, 2 yards there.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They bring their tight end left. Here's Chubb up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stroud. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Marks. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime.
that paper, baby, my face on it.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another carry for Charbonnet. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stop coming from Henry To'o.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Motioning left is their running back. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the 37. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And once complete, it's Brian outright.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They bring the tight end in motion. Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
50-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air, Stroud. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 20. And the Texans 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down. There was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the fourth. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. To give inside to Chung. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks offense running out now. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You make that call, you just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal. between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Finds Charbonnet underneath. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now Darnold off the play action. Got his man. It's Cup over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Finds Cup once more. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down from the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. And again, it's Darnold. This throw is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Jukes one defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here for Brooks. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's not a call on the play sheet where you're expecting to get into space and win a foot race. You make that call to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one's a victory for the offense.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 27. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first. It stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Another 3 and out.
The Texans set to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure. Good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks pushing to get within range for a game winner. 1st and 10, Darnold. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here he is to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at a 4th down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
kickoff.
For Seattle.
Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard
Now following the
line.
play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. First call here coming from the shotgun. They kick the running back in motion. He'll look to throw it. Able to get this one to Bryant. And this one does not go far.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Harrison
It
Bryant.
arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To throw. Schultz with the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Houston calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here's Strand again. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short game.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw it. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escaped with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.